Hello, this is Trisha Reinhardt over at the library, and in this video, I'm going to show you about searching the subject-specific databases we have available. So if you watched one of my previous videos, I showed how to search in PowerSearch, which searches most of the databases that we subscribe to, and it does one big interdisciplinary search. But we do also have subject-specific databases depending on the topic you're searching on or your discipline. So if you come to us with a very specific topic, we may send you or have you start in one of these specific databases. So you can click on the button here from our homepage, and it takes us to the A to Z databases list. And right now we are sporting 94 databases here, and they are organized by alphabetical order. So if you know a particular name, they're easy to get to. We also have our featured databases over here, which are essentially popular databases that get used a lot. So we want them to go right up the top here. And if you are here for a specific subject or discipline, you can limit by subject as well. So for instance, if you are in the nursing program, we have two different subjects here, one for undergraduate, one for graduate. I'll choose the graduate one for now. And this is a tailored list of the databases that are appropriate for your particular discipline. And for instance, particular database for nursing and allied health literature, medical literature is CINAHL. So this is the #1 database for the nursing field, and this is where we will send you if you have a very specific topic that would be best searched in a database like CINAHL. Now, if you are in a different subject, for instance, psychology, you can do the same thing. I am going to uncheck the nursing because I don't want it to show. I just want the psychology ones. And now here is our tailored list for the psychology. So if you are in the psychiatric mental health nursing program or in counseling psychology or social work, anything like that. And our #1 database for that is APA PsycInfo. This has journals that are indexed in it that are specifically for the psychology field. So there is a way that you can search multiple of these databases at once. So I'm going to start in one database in particular. I'm going to start in CINAHL. And here we are in CINAHL, and it is the same searching experience as PowerSearch if you've used PowerSearch before. It looks the same and it behaves the same. You may see some additional limiters down here because we're searching a subject-specific database that has its own specific set of limiters, but we are going to be doing a pretty simple search today, so we won't have to worry too much about the extra limiters. So I am going to put in medication adherence and or. Always use those ors to kind of broaden your search up a little bit because there's other ways to refer to key terms that you're searching and in the nursing field specifically. And so for limiters, most of the articles in the subject-specific databases should be scholarly peer-reviewed, but you can always check it off to be safe. And then, of course, we want that past 5 years, the most up-to-date research in the medical field. So now I'm going to hit search and see what we have. All right, so 495 results. That's still pretty good. And I'm seeing a couple of good articles right off the bat here. But let's say you're only getting a couple results, or the results you're seeing aren't necessarily as relevant as you would like them. You can search multiple databases at once, sort of like Power Search, but more targeted towards your particular discipline. So to do that, you go up to searching here. So right now we're just searching CINAHL Ultimate and whatever is indexed in CINAHL Ultimate. So when I click on this, it's going to pop out a list of all of the EBSCO databases that we subscribe to. And you can select select different ones. So for instance, in the medical field, you might want Medline. And we're talking about medication adherence in nursing. That kind of goes into psychiatric mental health nursing. So we might want to select APA PsycInfo, which is our top psychology database. And then some of the other ones to help kind of supplement those results a little bit, you might want to look at HealthSource, which is another nursing database, a small nursing database. And social sciences, full text is nursing, social work, all of those social science disciplines. One last one I'll mention is Academic Search Complete. That is a very interdisciplinary database. It searches nursing, searches psychology, among many, many other things. So I may suggest to incorporate that in as well to broaden your results. And now, as an aside, talking about some of these other databases here, we have ERIC and Education Source, which are good for education disciplines. So if you were doing nursing education, you could select those to incorporate in. If you are in the EDD program, those would be two databases to search together. The Sport Discus is for health and fitness studies or sports medicine. So if you're looking at something like concussions in student athletes, that sort of thing, that might be a good database to incorporate in. But for the purpose of our topic today, I'm going to select these. I'm going to hit select. And now it's going to rerun my search. I may have to choose my limiters again because, as I mentioned, each database has its own set of limiters. So it just wants to make sure that it has selected the correct limiters for you, or make sure that you have selected the correct limiters. So we're going to do that scholarly peer-reviewed again. Most of these should be scholarly peer-reviewed. I don't know if you noticed, but it was at 10,500. It only knocked off about 500 results. And then we can, of course, choose the past 5 years again. And that will bring us down to just over 3,500 results, which is a lot more than the 400 something that we had before. And so you can access the PDFs the same way as in Power Search. You can request some interlibrary loan the same way. It's the very same searching experience, just more targeted towards these particular disciplines, and with some other limiters involved as well. If you wanted to edit your limiters at all, you can go up to this all filters here. Click on this and it shows you what you already have selected. You can take them off here. You can select new ones. For instance, if you are working on a discussion board post that's due tomorrow and you don't have time to request from interlibrary loan, you can go ahead and check off that full text one. Hit apply, and now it will only show you stuff that we have direct full text access to. And so again, here's that access now. And then access options gives you the option to choose PDF. And so that is searching in the subject-specific databases. If you have any questions about anything that I have covered in this video, please feel free to get in touch with us at reference@regiscollege.edu. And thank you for watching.